8-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. A pistol snap back to Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's going to have the Eagles' 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Once again, it's Barkley. There he goes again. Guarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 7.
A handoff, running left. It's Barkley. And he's in. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting the game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And the good kick pays off. Will only be able to take this past the 10-yard line. On play action, Hurts taking a shot downfield for Smith. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. 19, go.
Now, faking the give. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 29-yard line.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. He's got it at the 7. And he will score!
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Yo, toss it. 180, 180. Yo, toss it.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jordan Davis. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
Don't touch, don't touch.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. So after 14-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment.
Hey, 73.
Hurts working in the pistol. Throw here down the field. It was ball incomplete. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. The first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st and goal. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Saquon goes over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Hurts to the air on 1st down. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Hurts finding Smith and an Eagle. 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. How about that? The quarterback able to spot the ball on the ground, gets on it, and keeps it for the offense.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Don't touch it. 180, wait up. Hey. Go Silver, ready? Don't touch it.
On first down, it's Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
180, wait up. Don't touch it.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Great. Trimmer. Don't touch it.
Here's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got it. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
19 yards. That's good for Eagles. First down.
Don't touch it.
To the air again. Hurts. Exiting the pocket right. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. That's good for 27 and a first down.
More yards.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
63.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On play action, here's Hurts. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Bigsby to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Great.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's now second.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Great. Don't touch it.
Now Hurts. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Bigsby to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready. Bronco.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up second and 1 at the 32-yard line.
Hawk 70. Hawk. Go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to go out of bounds, though there are markers on the field as the officials will sort this one out.
Get it. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Here's a designed run.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
At the 50-yard line.
Let's go. Liking 8. Check go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives them a first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Ready?
Hurts using the pop pass. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
19.
On play action, he'll set up to throw.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. And now the question we have to ask is there enough time?
And now, when you look at this, it's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it here with Saquon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. He's to the 40. Still going. And he will score again. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Next, the score, Eagles 34, Eagles 6. Jake Elliott.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Bigsby to return it. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46. A 1st down throw for Hurts. Out to his right. Open man downfield is Smith. And he will score.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
Good, set.
Now it's Hurts. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Good, set.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man downfield is Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. There he goes, inside the 30. And he's brought down so close to the goal line. Didn't get all the way, but he'll be down at the 1. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal.
For Eagles.
180.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Good, set.
Hurts now. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. 41 yards.
Good, set.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hurts to throw. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end Goddard. And he's into the end zone.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll touch that. They'll touch.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And some fancy footwork there. Able to spin away and get forward for a gain of 4. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A run with Barkley. Finding room to the 20. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Here's Elliott for the extra point. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set.
Here's Hurts. Forced to his right. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 30. So a big one there to start the drive. 47 yards.
Eagles first down.
Right.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hurts. Forced out wide. He keeps it himself.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
They'll touch that. They'll touch.
They'll run the draw with Barkley. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I won't even play. Get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all the hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the
Well, this entertainment mecca opened back in 2009. It seats 80,000 but has a standing room capacity north of 100K, and we are pushing that today at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. And his first look is incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. What a reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Here's Barkley. Now he's going to step up and run. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys
like
beyond that circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
He'll try to do it himself.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott.
Completes this one to Pickens.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
George Pickens.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
George Pickens.
82 yards.
And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Calling the gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley from 8 yards out.
And the Eagles have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
And now we've got a man a little jumpy here. Maybe trying to block the extra point.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Prescott to throw.
Left side to Lamb.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. All tied up, 6-6, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Go to 54, go to 54. Why ain't? Here we go, go to 54. Why ain't?
Now Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the strike. And that'll be caught.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
3rd and 12.
3rd and 12.
Everybody, 44 and 8. What do you think?
Throwing, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Donovan Ezra-Rocker.
What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
In punt formation for the Eagles.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Then we're going to 53.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
3-yard pickup.
2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Javonte Williams
taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Eagles 6.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 35. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
19, go!
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half?
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A third quarter now at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 55 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
They gash him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do and make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes you're going to get a big play against us. That doesn't mean we change everything and abandon our game plan, but now they have to stiffen and try and keep him out of the end zone.
Williams is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
Yeah! There we go! Wide.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take it in for a Cowboys goal. George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Aubrey now for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
19.
Now Barkley. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Barkley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk, let's go.
Off play action. Barkley will try and do this himself. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's... And look at this, another fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and this is going to wind up with safety.
And here's where I'm perfectly happy to defer to my analyst and let him analyze this one.
I don't get it.
That's the analysis?
That's the analysis. I don't get it. I mean, you're on the other side of midfield. Maybe. But a fake punt way down here, you want analysis? Ridiculous.
Here we go. Wide.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Entering menu narration set to 100.
2nd and 12.
Yeah, here we go.
They give it to Williams, running right. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Yeah! Hey, boy,
Lamb will go in motion. Well, they'll fake the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Prescott. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 57 yards.
And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Eagles 12. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.